Hey, comic book fans, my nerdy friends, my geeky compadres, what's going on? Welcome to another Tradin with RWC. This week we're going to be taking a look at a book that actually came out not all that long ago. 2012. I was reading comic books at the time when it came out. I just never picked it up in singles. Decided to trade weight it. I forgot about picking it up in trade, and then the other day I found it at my shop for half off, and so I got it for $5, and that's Todd The Ugliest Kid on Earth, Volume 1. Alright, Todd the Ugliest Kid on Earth, written by Ken Christensen, art done by M.K. Perker. Quite interesting. Very kind of dark, sick humor, but funny nonetheless. About a child named Todd who is so ugly, his parents make him wear a paper bag over his head. Todd is... oh my goodness, I'm sorry. That's... something stuck in my throat. Ugh. Anyway. Todd lives in a city, or a town, whatever, in which there is a maniac killer on the loose, chopping children's heads off, and nobody can seem to catch him. Todd actually happens upon a new little girl moving in and wants to make friends with her. She freaks out because he has a bag on his head. Later on, that little girl and her parents get murdered. Todd sees the killer, and the killer gives him the girl's dolls. Todd then gives the dolls to another little girl. Things happen, and Todd gets implicated in the murder. Todd then goes to jail, spends some time in the clink, becomes friends with people. Apparently, I'm just going to give everything away. He becomes friends with a guy named Eddie, who teaches him the ins and outs of what happens in jail. Meanwhile, his mom, or his dad, lies to Todd's mom about going out to watch a football game with a friend named Turd. Instead, he goes and pretty much stalks a local soap opera celebrity, in which he has a fascination with. Steals the limo that she's riding in, puts the driver in the trunk, and tries to do stuff with the celebrity. And at that same time, Todd's mother is drinking away her stress at a bar, and she gets picked up by a gentleman, and they do stuff in her car. Nothing really happens with the mom other than that. She just she steals the guy's Rolex to pay for bail for Todd. That's basically the story with his mom. The dad doesn't make it with the celebrity. She apparently has been stalking him and wants to pawn off her illegitimate foster child on him so she can stay in the Church of Scientology because they told her to have an abortion, and she said she did. She wants to hire Todd's dad to take this child, and she will pay him $10,000 annually for his troubles. Yeah, that's basically the story. Todd gets out of jail. We all live happily ever after. It left the story open for a second story arc, but I have never heard any more rumblings about there being another story arc. It's pretty funny, especially if you have a dark kind of sense of humor. Maybe even if you don't have a dark kind of sense of humor, but it was humorous to me. I'm trying to find a good picture to show you, just of the artwork. There's the maniac killer and Todd when they meet. Is there another good picture? I like the art. It's kind of exaggerated, cartoony. But I find it really funny that like most of the people don't have necks. I find that humorous. I forgot about the police chief, but no big deal. There's Todd in his jail cell. But yeah, pretty funny. Not laugh out loud funny. I didn't do any of that. I kind of chuckled to myself one or two times. But overall, it was just kind of weird, but enjoyable. So, if you're in for a kind of odd, sort of dark, humory mood, give Todd the Ugliest Kid on Earth a try. I always want to say Todd the Ugliest Kid in the World, but it's Todd the Ugliest Kid on Earth. Go ahead and give it a try. Why not? Especially if you can pick it up for really cheap, like I did. $5. Totally worth $5. Oh, jeez. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.